So, I've been studying successful people lately and I realized something. They are not special. They just do things differently.
The brokest you've ever been? $1,200.
So of late, I've taken my time to actually study the habits of successful people and basically discover what I'm doing different and how I'm going to steal these habits from them. Okay, on a more serious note, thinking that in this study I was going to find something mind-blowing, crazy information that's going to help me change my life in the next 2 seconds. Sorry to what's about, but that didn't happen. I have accumulated a bunch of things that I think are very crucial. They are simple, but they are very important. Anyways, enjoy the video. I saw a quote online and it says, your future self or the version of you you've always imagined already exists. They are just waiting for your habit to catch up. And when I say that clocked me so bad, because if I continue like this, girl, I don't think I'm ever going to meet her. I have so many versions of my life which I want to elevate. There's currently a version of me that hasn't gone to the gym in 2 weeks and is expecting to see results by the end of the year. Hey, why are you coming for me? I'm locked in. Okay, I know I've missed the gym for like 2 weeks. Well, I'm still showing up. That's the most important thing. Get off my ass. That's not going to work, baby girl. Okay, so let's start from the basics. What are these habits that successful people have that I want to start implementing and I want you to start implementing as well? Number one, they dress better, they just look good. But I know people are going to say this is probably vain. I don't care if it's vanity. I don't think there's any successful person that doesn't look the part. I used to think that looks wearing it. Then I thought to myself, every successful person looks damn good. Dressing better, showing up intentionally. Yeah, and then I'm going to hold your hands when I say this. You will be addressed with how you look. That's the first amount of respect they're going to give you. That's the first reason why you are even going to be heard in the first place. If you want to pitch yourself, you're not going to look tattered and expect someone to take you serious. Your looks definitely has a major role to play when it comes to how you're going to be perceived. They don't give a f***. I notice that successful people do what the fuck they want, be it launching a business that just doesn't make sense. Okay, I just cut. When I say it doesn't make sense, I mean it doesn't make sense to you. They always get to make sense to them. And it makes sense to them so much in a way that it starts making sense to you. Does that make sense? I remember when Kourtney Kardashian launched Lemmy, because she has always been in shadow of her sister, it felt like, what are you doing, girl? Even though her sister is equally very successful, she's in a family where the beauty business is quite saturated. You know what she did? She started to think of vitamins. She started selling gummies. Like, what? Like, it just makes sense to them. Whatever they do just makes sense to them. And that's how I want to start living my life. Like, whatever I choose to do just has to make sense to me. Even if it doesn't make sense to everybody, so far they see it makes sense to you, trust me, it's going to start making sense to them. Another thing I also notice about successful people is that they document their life, even in the small, mundane ways. I don't want to come for social about the Kardashians, but I was watching a course hosted by Kris Jenner and she spoke about, visibility. Visibility is currency. And if you don't know that, you already took yourself like 10 steps backward. Shy people are broke people, and that's just it. And it even depends on what you classify as success in your life, because even if I have a video of me in the past talking about how I'm going to achieve a certain goal, I don't have to post it. Just seeing where I was in the past to where I am now, that's success to me. Successful people romanticize everything. They romanticize their routine. Nothing is mediocre to them. Everything is always a big deal. Even if it's them brushing their teeth, it's always cute. There is something about beautifying and romanticizing everything you do, even down to the simple things. Because to you, it's just a normal day, but to them, it's an aesthetic experience. And that's why life seems like a side quest to them. Like, they have this new hobby, they have this new thing they're doing, and they just romanticize it. They're just something fun. There's something to look forward to every day. Yeah. There's something about taking yourself seriously. You are the author of your life. Imagine you're too scared to flip the page. Just imagine taking your life seriously. In as much as it sounds simple, it's actually not that simple. I meet some people and they talk about the littlest things about themselves. Even if it's as simple as what they are going to eat for dinner, they take it so seriously. They have a curated plan on, this is what I'm going to eat for dinner, this is what Jasmine is going to eat for dinner, this is how dinner is going to make Jasmine feel. I know it's crazy, it's just dinner, right? But they take it seriously because it has to do with them. Like, they are the main characters of their life. That's how I see successful people. The act of taking yourself seriously, the act of promising yourself something and actually sticking to your promise is not easy. But successful people, I just know that that's what they do. And I'm not saying that all these things I've said is like etiquette way to, you being a successful person, even if it might be. But if you adopt these habits, you might have a higher chance to be part of the 1%. I don't know, I've come up with an analogy that these traits has some sort of linkage to why they are successful as they are. And just by saying it might look simple, but it's really not. For example, this YouTube video, I was honestly tired. I didn't want to film this video. There wasn't electricity all day, and I kept on giving myself excuses why I shouldn't film this video. And I'm like, why? I can literally just get up right now. Like, I have the ability to stand up on my feet, so why don't I do it? And I'm not going to overthink it by saying, oh, I need my video to be above 10 minutes, or I need people to watch it. Like, it can be 6 minutes, and that's fine. I personally want to start seeing my YouTube channel as little passion projects without having to follow some sort of rule book, because I'm trying to fit in. I don't know. The most important thing is getting the work done. The most important thing is taking myself seriously, getting up, because I just have to. Like, I have no other choice. Sit, you have no other choice. Once you keep in your mind that you have no other choice, like, this is the only option. I think things are going to change when it comes to having or building a successful mentality. But yeah, that's all I have to say. I don't really want to say much because I'm just going to be yapping right now. I hope you got something from this video. I hope this video has some sort of value to you, or even if it doesn't, it has some sort of value to me, and I'm literally just talking about my thoughts.